Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy, the Strongest Wizard, and tonight is a new fight night, and we have ourselves yet another OP13 match. We have Zeron on the left-hand side rocking out that red and black Sabo, as well as Christian on the right with the Goldie Roger. Now, I will have to say, both of these decks are fan favorites. We are kind of in the waiting room a little bit for Goldie Roger and the promo that has come out, I believe in December, late December, is that what it is? Yeah, this is definitely going to be a good match here. I think, Sabo is going second. I think the Sabo might have the upper hand going second, especially. So we're going to see exactly what we can do. Only unfortunate bar here is that turn 2 is a little lackluster for Sabo, just because we're a 4K base leader, and obviously the Roger is a 5K base, but we can't swing unless we have a Dawn attached to our leader, right? So that's a little unfortunate. So early on, turns, just literally turn 2, we just can't swing. Unless we want to go like 5-5 a Garp, which it's definitely a possibility. But the Garp search does find us a Morley, which is quite nice. Shout out to our TO giving out the participation packs. The 6K swing goes into lead, as does connect. We have the ramp to ramp ourselves a Rested Dawn, of course. And then we're going to go ahead and restart the turn here. Now sitting at 4 Dawn, and we are at the crossroads, which I mentioned before. This is a 4K base leader until we have 3 or less life. And honestly, I totally understand whether you want to establish a 4-cost blocker or a 4-cost body, or you just want to kind of chip at the hand a little bit. It's kind of a rough. I don't know. I'm kind of torn which one I would do, but we have the obviously the hack coming down. And you gotta understand too, late game, your leader just becomes 6K. So your 6K blockers just become a little less relevant. What's nice about hack though, it's a kind of a trade 1-for-1. So if they end up finding, something like, like a 4-cost character or less, which would be like Mr. 2, right? Like if they had Mr. 2 on the board, they can crash into that. But 6K swing going into a 4K leader does connect, dropping Sabo down to 3 life. We have another ramp, plus looks like we have the buggy in hand, which we're going to go ahead and drop. And that's a double ramp for the turn, which is quite nice. What's really good about this play here is that next turn we're already at 10 Dawn. So pretty insane stuff. It feels like I'm playing pudding here. I'm watching a pudding game, because pudding be able to ramp twice off the Cataplus lead is quite crazy. So we're going to see exactly what happens. We're going to go ahead and tap 6 down. We have the boy on curve. That is the 6-cost Sabo. What's nice about this character is that activate main gains +2 cost, becomes an 8-cost character. Sabo effects read that if it has a Dawn attached to it, then your whole entire board, including your leader, gains +1k both turns. That is the case as long as you have an 8-cost character on the board and a Dawn attached to it. You're able to attach a Rested Dawn thanks to our 6-cost character, and this is a 7k swing going into a 5k leader. Really great stuff here. So this is going to go ahead and connect. Christian debating or kind of trying to figure out what's going on here. Looks like he's a bit unfamiliar with the Sabo matchup, but he's going to go ahead and take the life, dropping down to 4. And now the hack definitely can attack. It's a 6k body currently, which definitely is an option. At this point, I kind of don't see why not. Just because we have this 8k blocker anyways, that they can't rest at all, because they're both 8 cost characters. So really defensive here, and it's a little crazy because currently in this meta, I feel like cost is not like super relevant anymore as much as it used to be, but clearly it does, right? So being able to not rest one of these characters because of like cards like Rayleigh or Usohachi is quite nice. So we're finally at our 10 Dawn. Now, because we didn't start at 10, we have to give 1 Dawn to our leader. So sitting with 9 active Dawn. This is a Sabig 8k swing going into lead here. We can block with the Sabo and then plus a 2k counter. A 1k counter if we'd like. But no, we're going to go ahead and give them 2 2ks. The hack as well as the Morley. We're going to go ahead and drop the Rayleigh, resting the Garp since it is at 1 cost. We're going to trade with the Shanks because why not? It's a big 9k swing going to lead. We can block here, plus 2k counter with that Sabo character if we choose to do so. We could also take this in case we were looking for a couple of cards, but it looks like we're actually going to give 2Ks instead. I guess just kind of, prioritizing, giving the counter out of hand there. But we're now sitting at 8 active Dawn. Now this is the dragon play if we have it. Do we have the golden curve, which is possible without a stage on the board as well? So very unfortunate we haven't been able to see stage, which is such a crucial part because of moments like this, right? Like dragon is fantastic because you get a bottom 3. You have to bottom 3 revolutionary army types, which those are 3, to bring back a 6 cost or back from the trash. But you have to have 3 rev army types in your trash. That is easier to obtain when you have the stage on the board, or when you see a freaking koala. I mean, unfortunately for the Sabo player, we haven't seen any of those. So we're going to use 6 cost law effect there to give Arrested Dawn to our leader. Everything is now 1k stronger. And what's nice about that other 6 cost blocker Sabo is that it's nice playing off of a hand, but it's just a 7k body, thanks to our leader effect. So this is a 7k swing going to lead, so 1k counter out of that does get out of it, and we're gonna just pass the turn. Now we could have definitely swung with our 8k Sabo if we chose to do so, but maybe just prioritizing the defensive power, this just huge defensive wall that Sabo currently has. I mean, every single character on that board is 6 cost or higher, and it's just really strong, right? So 9k swing does connect here. We're dropping down to 2 life, and we definitely could have blocked that once again and given a 2k counter. We probably could be out of 2k counters as well. It's definitely a situation, a possibility there. And now it looks like Christian's debating how much Dawn do I want to dedicate for this swing, because I don't want to give them a free block with that 6 cost Sabo, right? So we have to beat the threshold of 8 and or at least 7, right? At the same time, you definitely want to try to not make it so easy for them to just block and give them a 2k counter. But looks like we're gonna just swing 9k into lead here. Once again, we can block and give a 2k counter. We're gonna see exactly what we're gonna do here. We also have 9 active Dawn, so she could definitely be a little afraid here of possibly seeing another Rayleigh hitting the board and then trying to poke at our Sabo. Not wanting to give a little extra. Now we could also block with the 6 cost Sabo. 6 cost Sabo is a 7k body still, which is still stronger than our leader. So we could go block 2k plus 1k, and that would get out of it for sure. So we're gonna block here with the 7k body. So possibly. Okay, we're gonna block here 7k body. We're gonna go ahead and give 2 2ks to get out of that swing, and then we're gonna drop the Gaban to draw 2 trash 1. Nice little filter, plus setting up a pretty big body for the following turn. And now finally Sabo is at their 10 Dawn. So obviously we're gonna hit that refresh here. And yeah, this is a pretty big turn here for Sabo. I think we need to start hitting their board, hitting their life, I think, kind of aggressively here, because if they're able to set up possibly a 10 cost Shanks or something of the sort, Sabo, I mean, Roger's at 7k with 4 life. Like, that's insane. That's wild. And so this is going to start things off here with a 9k swing going to lead, which does connect here. Does no trigger there. And we can swing with our 7k leader still. We have a couple different options here, but we're going to tap 9 for that Stussy. Stussy to get rid of the Rayleigh is quite strong, and now we're debating on which character to actually KO to do that. And we're debating the hack there, which I think is a great choice. So getting rid of the hack, you've done your job looking scary like a fish that you are. We're gonna go ahead and use the character Sabo effect to give Arrested Dawn to our leader, and now this is an 8k swing here going into lead. 8k power. We need a 2k counter or an event card, whichever you got, we'll take. And it looks like we're gonna go ahead and give him the 2 cost 2k power Sanji. So Sanji, we got the Sanji, and we're gonna go ahead and just pass the turn. Now, finally, Christian is at 10 active Dawn, so we're able to play out a 10 cost character, cards like Roger, cards like Shanks, anything of this sort. You know, definitely windows have opened up a little bit. We can go 8 cost plus a 2k blocker, which would be like Uta, but no, we are swinging 8k into lead here. That's 2k above our leader, but we're going to just take it. We have Sabo here, no fear, 8k swing going into the lead once again. Another situation we could block and give him 1k counter, but no, we have another Rayleigh on the board. We're going to swing with the Rayleigh 9k swing, and we're going to go ahead and block with the Sabo. And it looks like we're just going to go ahead and possibly pass. And yes, we're going to go ahead and just pass the turn. Christian's sitting at 3 life, and he's got a couple cards in his hand as well. I think he's got 5 or 6 cards in his hand. So I would be a little afraid here from Sabo. I would be a little afraid to go for a lead for game here. I mean, it's definitely possible. Biggest thing for us is that, they have no active Dawn. So if you don't think you can survive one more turn, it might be just a good idea to do so. But yeah, we're going to see exactly what Sabo's going to do here to get out of this situation. We're tapping 8 down for yet another dragon. Okay, so we are definitely playing the long game, and I think we definitely can do so. The board is scary on the Roger side, but not that scary, right? Nothing that we cannot deal with. So playing out another blocker Sabo, and we might have just let that go just for that. We're going to use the 6 cost Sabo effect to give a rested on to our leader, plus everything 1k power once again. And this board is starting to look real mean. They might just start a revolution, I don't know. But we can, if we wanted to kind of control this board a little bit and survive for another turn, I think we probably swing into this Gaban. That's easy work there. So this is a big 8k swing going into the Gaban, and we see the 2k counter. This is a 9k swing into possibly the Gaban. You got 2 cards for us, possibly, good sir. And no, we are going to just let it go. So the Gaban does go down, and this is a big 10k swing going into the Rayleigh 2k counter, and we're gonna go to just pass the turn. Still keeping that Sabo up, man. You just kind of, I hear you. You don't wanna let it go in case something crazy happens. 9k swing going into lead here. We're gonna go ahead and tap 1. Do we have the hair removal event card? Yes, we do. Plus 4k power to our leader, and what's really nice about that is that our leader's base 6k, so yeah, that's a 10k counter essentially. You become 10k when you attack 9. So we have yet again another Rayleigh. This Rayleigh is swinging 9k once again into lead. Now I think 9k swing goes into lead, disconnect, right? So now we're at 0, and I think at this point we gotta go for game. We gotta go for game, right? So this is I think do or die currently, because if Christian has a gold Roger next turn, we probably lose. That's just way too much power. It would be 7, 9, 9, 13. Like, that's just a lot of power. So I think if we're Sabo, we have to go for game, and I think it's time, honestly. Yes, our opponent now has 2 active Dawn, but we now have a 7k plus a 9k on the board. I'm talking about Sabo and Dragon here, of course, with that leader effect. So having that in the arsenal just once again is really good. And don't get me wrong, 7k leader is crazy, but if there's anything that I've learned playing against blue yellow Nami as well as piloting that deck, that 7k is daunting, but when you swing easy 7s or just like 9ks into 7, it doesn't feel like there's a much of a difference, especially when your board is so high of power, right? Like there's just so much power generating on the Sabo side. So if we attach 4 Dawn here, this is a big 10k swing going into lead, and yeah, that's a 10k swing going into lead, which does connect. I'm sorry, that's not even 10k. That is a 10k. That's a 10k. Yeah. 10k swing goes into lead, does connect here. This is another 10k swing going into lead, which also possibly might connect. Christian really thinking about, hey, is it worth it? I mean, we have a ton of more attackers left. So yeah, this does connect here, dropping down to 1 life. We're attaching 1 Dawn to our other dragon. This is another 9k, 10k swing here. 10k swing. We see the event plus a 1k counter to get out of that, which does work out. It's 11k, and we currently have 4 active Dawn. I think if we wanted to kind of match this up here, it looks like we're gonna start things off here with a 9k swing with that Sabo. We have the 0 cost event, and this is a 10k swing going to lead, which also connects, and another 10k swing. And yes, Sabo does end up taking it. Thank you guys so much for checking out this channel as well as this video. I really do appreciate it, and stay tuned because I have a ton of new OP13 content coming out soon. See ya.